Ave Imperator, folks. We're back with part 4 of my playthrough of Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2, the campaign, where... And last time where we left off, we did a mission on Kodaku where we went to go extract data for Mechanicus Magos Nozick, whose dropship then crashed, and we found him impaled on a sacrificial pyre, and we got the not so subtle hint that chaos is involved and manipulating shit behind the scenes while we have the Tyranids to worry about. So yeah, kind of a retread of the first game, except now it's like, okay, we're not even gonna hide it this time, at least not that much. However, while I am doing the campaign, I am kind of also doing double duty because the operation missions basically count as a second mini campaign in themselves. I decided to go ahead and fold them in with the Titus stuff, because everything that he's doing is what other Marines are doing, and so I figured, since the game allows me to do it, why not tackle both at the same time? So that's what I'm going to do. So that's what I'm doing. A little bit of both. Get it all done at once. And the multiplayer, depending on whether or not I feel like signing back into PSN, maybe I'll fool around with it, but for now I'm kind of just sticking with single player stuff. Taking a drink. So anyway, also Chiron and Gadriel are kind of suspecting Titus for how closed off and secretive he's being, and the fact that he literally got released onto active duty 2 days after being reconstructed through the Rubicon surgery. So it's like, what the hell? Why are you letting him serve when he just went through something so painful most Marines would not even be allowed to go out and fight, let alone within 2 days. You're like, yeah, we're superhuman, but we're not gods. I mean, Titus said so himself in the first game.
Holding something. Akaran will not deceive us, Gadriel. Then where did Dimitri and Titus serve previously? And why is he back in battle so soon after such grievous surgery? Sergeant Ventiad spoke of a Death Watch team that deployed a virus bomb on Kodaku. Perhaps our lieutenant was one of them.
Yup.
I am far more concerned with what we just saw at that crash site.
So, like where we left off previously, there's Titus's original chainsword from the first game, his Death Watch pauldron, giant codex book.
Lieutenant. Brother, are you recovered?
I am.
The apothecary should run a diagnostic.
I do not have the need nor the time for such a process.
Magos Gallio also expressed his concern. Consider his counsel, if not ours. If there is any risk of recurrence, it puts the whole squad in jeopardy.
It can wait. I must speak with Captain Akaran.
As you command.
I mean, they have a point. It's like, if something's wrong, get it fixed before you go out there.
My lord, it has been 2 days now since your armor was inspected.
The Tyranids on Kodaku left us no room for respite.
We are now headed towards Avarax. Let me perform the necessary cleansing rites to placate your armor's machine spirit.
Very well. My thanks.
There goes something. Whoa, what's going on over here?
With our bodies, our blood, and our searing wrath, our very life force is a gift from him, and we shall use it to serve him only. For he is the light of mankind. His is the one truth in a galaxy of falsity and horror. Those that defy his will shall be cut down in swathes. Their armies crushed, their tainted lands burned to ash, and their wretched kind eradicated from existence. Now, go forth and lay waste to the Xenos plague in the name of the Emperor. For the Primer!
I had to do it. Figured I might as well take part in there, show my devotion. Yeah, they're all gathered there praying. And the chaplain standing up right there giving his sermon.
Death of an Archmagos will not be regarded favorably by the machine cult.
The fault is theirs. Their own report suggested engine failure. Anyway, damn the Archmagos. Lyria and Alterius both lost their lives in that crash.
Aww.
Others would not have committed such a fault. But someone is responsible.
So we lost Illyrio and Alterius. That sucks. There seems to be a bit of a... Like, you know how in Star Trek the Trekkies have this unwritten rule that if... about red shirts? Well, there seems to be a similar rule for Warhammer by its fans where if a Space Marine is helmeted, then he's fair game, and those who don't wear the helmet have a chance at living. Basically their own equivalent of red shirts.
Brother, it is a relief to see you on your feet.
Heard you took a turn for the worse.
Such reports were exaggerated.
I am glad to hear it.
Your efforts in delaying the swarm were admirable.
It was a sight to behold, brother.
I must report to Agaran. Excuse me.
The Emperor protects.
Yeah, this is the second team. The one that does the operations mission. The one that is technically all Ultramarines, but they allow us to customize anyway, just for the fun of it. Can't go in there? No. Okay, strolling to go talk to the captain. I really wish there was more armor customization for Titus. They really need...
truly the work of the archenemy? It was not clear to you. It may have been only a handful of fanatics. A handful of cultists could not bring down a Thunderhawk.
He is right. The archenemy is here.
They chose to reveal their presence. There must have been a reason they wanted Nozick dead.
It's that Aurora MacGuffin. Yeah, I said previously at the end of the last part that I really wish that, like the first game, although I can kind of excuse it for the first game for not being there because, you know, it was the first one. They didn't know how popular it would be. But I really wish that for this game, and I hope they do it for the third one, that we get more Halo Reach style customization for Titus. Maybe not changing his chapter affiliation, but at the very least having more options to change his armor around. Not just a freaking shoulder pauldron and a gun skin for the freaking buy new bonus. Like, no, I'd like to change everything. The helmet, all of the pauldrons, the chest, the legs. It's like, allow us to do more. don't just have it be one little thing and have everything else for the multiplayer and operations take the brunt of the customization. It's like, yeah, not changing his chapter I get, but come on, a little more leeway. So I hope for the third game they actually go further with that. Also, and this also applies, have wearing the helmets translate into the game's cutscenes too. Please and thank you, Saber. I hope you're listening. I'm trying to help you make the game better, damn it. By the Emperor's will.
What in damnation happened down there?
Nozick was assassinated.
The Adeptus Mechanicus report said engine failure.
That's not what I saw.
Sergeant. Traitors.
Chaos.
You're sure?
No mistaking it, sir.
Clear the bridge! Nozick was head of a highly classified project.
Aurora. What is it?
A weapon.
And the minions of Chaos learned of its existence.
With Nozick dead, there's only one man capable of continuing the work. Morius Luz, Nozick's apprentice. He is currently missing.
So we gotta go get him.
His last location was a Mechanicus facility on Avarax, one that is now overrun with Tyranids.
Damn.
This will get you into the cogitator within the facility. You can access Luz's tracker from there. We are on course to Avarax now. I want you ready the second we enter orbit.
Sir. What was on the ship with Nozick?
What concern is it of yours?
The Mechanicus seemed eager to retrieve it. And yet the enemy left it untouched.
Whatever it is, without Luz, it's useless to us.
It also gave Titus a splitting headache, so it's clearly not anything.
The journey to Avarax will take time. Enough for a brief diagnostic.
Very well, if it will put you at ease.
Magus Gallio will be in the armory.
So it's definitely something
Correcting.
spiritual.
On course. Engines to full.
Maintain all specs monitoring. The Tyranids will likely attempt an ambush.
Aye, sir.
Stand down from high alert.
Standing down from high alert. All staff resume normal duties.
So we're leaving Kadaku into the next neighboring planet in the star system. I didn't see the rest of the bridge before. Freaking wax candles all over the place on top of computers. Like, they're not afraid of any wax messes, I guess. Freaking battle barge ships with cathedrals and giant guns. Look at that. The big E right there in the center glass. I'm guessing that's the throne for the bridge for the captain. Or at the very least the shipmaster. Or whatever they have. As the equivalent. Ahora soy el verdadero Hugo says hi and to please purge the heretics. Amen to that.
Aurora? I saw the name in a mission report, most of which was redacted.
I would have preferred to stay on Kadaku. and hunt down the heretics that dishonored our brothers.
We will find them on Avarax.
Unless Luz is already dead.
Whatever those tech priests are working on is still here, in this system. I expect the greatest battle is yet to come.
And the Xenos, yes, of course. Can't forget them. Whoa. Who's that? Oh, it's the chaplain again.
Titus, I heard that you collapsed upon encountering the tainted wreckage. I am concerned.
Of course you
A
are.
side effect of the surgery. I am fully recovered.
Sergeant Gadriel, I trust that you will be close at hand should your brother suffer any further episodes.
Yes, Brother Chaplain.
If the arch-enemy is indeed present, any weakness could grow into a cancer of the soul. Bind yourself to the pages of the Codex, and it will shield you from the glare of heresy.
My faith is without compromise. I will not waver.
Do I know about Warhammer lore? 40k mostly, but enough to get the more or less the Spark Notes gist of it. I've dabbled into several novels here and there, mostly Space Marine ones, and at least one Titan one.
So critically low. Return it to charge bay.
Oh, that's grim. Yeah, my gateway entry was the first Space Marine game, and after that I kind of just went straight into the
I have not slept in 2 days.
into the rabbit hole.
Caleb said he procured a supply of recaf. See if you can scrounge up a cup or two. Tell him I sent you.
Thank you, Aethold. I will.
Favorite Primarch? Favorite Primarch. If I had to pick a rough list, it would probably be somewhere between Gilliman, Korax,
Ships extended
and
to 22 hours until further notice.
Vulcan, I would say.
Recalculations will be issued.
Magos Gallia.
Titus, I heard of your incident on Kadaku. I am greatly concerned.
It was brief. Likely a result of the surgery.
You suffered catastrophic damage to a number of primary organs at the hand of that Carnifex. While in that state, you underwent radical surgery. Your body was ripped open from head to foot. If some error was made and remains undetected, it could cost you your life.
Brother, we cannot afford another episode like that.
The apothecaries may not have time for a thorough diagnostic, but they've given me their sanction to do so. Now settle in. This will take time.
Yours is Lorgar. Yeah, that's the Word Bearers one, right? Which for the longest time I misread that legion's name as World Bearers. Ugh. Until I reread it and I was like, oh wait a minute, I've been saying it wrong the whole time. Could have sworn I could interact with that when I was in operation mode. Kind of just looking around, seeing what else I can interact with. Probably not much. Gotta go talk to Galio again. He was the first to worship the God Emperor of humanity. Yeah, he was like the religious nut of the bunch, if I recall. And if I recall correctly, the Emperor, despite being a demigod, was like, yeah, I don't want to be worshipped because belief gives power and credence to the chaos gods, which I'm trying to get rid of. And he also had very bad communication skills with the rest of his other sons. which kind of caused a couple of oopsies, especially with one Magnus, the red, if I recall correctly, and oh boy, that caused a whole lot of issues. Avarax orbit. Battle bars resilient. Day 6, 10 hours, 49 minutes, and 15 seconds.
Titus, your biometrics are below peak, but well within the tolerances for combat. I can find no explanation for the symptoms you experienced.
Then I have duties to attend to.
You have the blessings of the Omnisire.
One question. What do you know about Archmagos Nozick's research?
Such knowledge would only grace the peaks of Olympus Mons. I am certainly not privy to the subject of his activities. I only pray there remain records of his discoveries.
Spanish, you say, Portadores de la Palabra. That is why he is my favorite, because he is a failure. But he was a believer.
Notation. Increase on-hand supply of Mark 10 helm seals. Tyranid biomatter is hastening degradation of enviro seals at plus 45%.
So it's like, yeah, it's like a bit of a duality there. Like he wasn't wrong for acknowledging the fact that the Emperor is technically a deity, or at the very least close to being a deity. But it was not what either of them what he wanted. So it's a bit of the duality right there. Marksman, Stalker. It was the Oculus that I used before. I'm gonna try the Marksman. I really like the Oculus, which had more bullets, but I'll give the other one a go to see how that one goes. Okay, it has more piercing power, so it's less ammo, but better piercing damage. I'll go with that. Chainsword. Power sword already, huh? I'll go with it. I really wish there were more skins for Titus. It's as far as I know, there's no other bonus ones, which is, in my opinion, unacceptable. I like the way the weapons look, but I kind of prefer the overall default skin for him, to be honest. He just wanted to save the human souls. Favorite faction? Favorite faction? If I had to go with the one that I would probably be the most the one with the least chance of dying under and being cared for, probably the Salamanders. But if I had to like the Primarchs, if I had to make a short list of ones that I like, Salamanders is one of them. I actually have an appreciation for the Ultramarines because of the whole Greek and Roman plus medieval knight aesthetics. Uh-oh.
Second company, we have reached Avarax orbit. Commence immediate deployment. Time to go.
Which I also have an appreciation for the Black Templars for that very same reason. Even though they're far more zealous. The Blood Angels look cool too, being oh, and the Raven Guard. I really like the Raven Guard, what with their black armor and their methodology for more stealth-based tactics, on top of the fact that there's just some great artwork of the Raven Guard. My personal favorite being the one where they're doing a mecha charge with Marines in power armor and a whole bunch of others on motorcycles. Oh, faction? Imperium, probably because I've been exposed to them first. The Mechanicus are cool too, basically tech wizards. I do like some elements, some Chaos factions. I like the whole gimmick of the Thousand Sons and their tragic backstory. The Tau are basically space communists, from what I understand, and then you have the Eldar, space elves. Dark Eldar, yeah, Dark Eldar can all burn in 1,000 suns. Kill all of them. And the orcs are just fun. I don't know about any stories starring them outside of where they're adversaries, but they have so much charm to them. I will admit, while I do like that we got a different foe with the Tyranids in the second game, they were just so much fun to fight in the first game. Spice Marine, kill him!
So your efficiency levels are below optimal. Explain.
Damage.
Define the damage.
Spine compromised.
Have you not received pain suppressants?
Suppressants administered. Damage severe.
Report to the surgical bay. We cannot replace the discs. Put to some other use.
Compliance.
Rogol Dorn will appear soon, they say. I heard that not long ago, yeah. I know Robute Gilliman came back. I know Lion L. Johnson came back. Honestly, when I first read his name, I read it as Leon L. Johnson, which honestly just sounds better to me. But yeah, if I've learned anything regarding the Primarchs in the backstory of 40K and the Horus Heresy, it's like, if you have not found a body, or you have found it, but the body is still ticking, then they're not dead. So, yeah, if any, so it's kind of like a rule in fiction in general. Like if we didn't see it happen, don't write them off just yet. And from what I understand, L. Johnson kind of matured a bit after 10,000 years of being under a rock. Mechanicus Divinitus. Access. Something, something, something. Go get Luz. Infiltrate the facility. Okay. Game, are you gonna load? Game. Okay, the game just stopped loading. It's a rule in real life that there's no body, there's no murder. Did the game freeze? I think it froze. Need to wait. Well, I'm waiting, but the loading bar stopped, as did the little Ultramarines insignia on the right. Yes, USA. Florida. I think the game froze because nothing's loading. Went to Florida when 17 years. Nice. $25 years ago. You're Chilean. Oh, nice. That's like the west. That's like the country on the western side of South America, if I recall correctly. That that sliver on the very western side of it. Uh, southern side. Okay. Well, the game seems to have stopped loading and nothing's happening, and I'm kind of getting a little annoyed. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart it. And the stream is likely going to cut off when I do, so uh so if it cuts off, then just bear with me and hang around my channel until something pops up. So give me a minute.